I usually self-describe as an anti-psychiatry activist.
I describe myself as a psychiatric survivor.
I viewed myself then as a patient under a medical system.
So you're flexible and not dogmatic.
Well, I'm pretty dogmatic, but I...
Many labels that I apply to myself, and I'm quite deliberate about how I use psychiatric labels because it's really contingent on the audience and what is the intended effect. Personally, I usually identify as psychiatric survivor, but depending on the audience, like I said, I might identify as lunatic. It has shock value, but it also puts me in the position of owning that word and owning the history of that word.
In my own consciousness, how I think of myself is one thing, but usually when I'm talking to people, I use the term that I think suits the situation.
I might get into the conversation and say, I've had experiences within the mental health system.
My very first identity was mental health depression survivor. I still kind of favor that one, but I settled for a psychiatric survivor. But I also believe that if the label causes a barrier to what I need to accomplish, it's not the most important thing to me. So at the Center for Addiction and Mental Health, they like to call people clients. It encompasses people with addictions as well as people in mental health, so I settle for that when I need to.
The reason I choose to call myself a crazy is because I think it's important that we have a slightly jaundiced look at what's going on and not just accept as gospel what we're told.
For many years I called myself a psychiatric survivor because I feel along with many other brothers and sisters, I survived the horrors and the abuses of psychiatric incarceration and forced drugging. In my case, it was insulin shock treatments.
We felt anti-psychiatry, but we liked the term ex-inmate better because it described where we had been and what we felt about ourselves.
I don't like the term consumer survivor. I think consumer implies that you have choice, and I don't think we have choice. It's not like you can walk into the mental health variety store and choose what services work for you. I don't know if it's any more or less ridiculous than people with lived experience.
I think within my own community, I'm probably less likely to be so specific, to say I'm a psychiatric survivor, but rather to really have a class analysis within that and to talk about the difference between being institutionalized in the community versus being institutionalized within the hospital.
There's an old Native saying that says, "To know me is to not know my name."
I describe myself as an ex-psychiatric patient, someone who had been a patient in psychiatric facilities in my teens and my young adulthood. I also use the term psych survivor as well, as a member of the psych survivor community. But I'm comfortable also using the term psych patient, knowing that many of my friends and colleagues and totally disapprove of the word patient.
We wanted to challenge that stigmatizing term mental patient, my God, one of the worst labels that has been inflicted on us. And people were starting to, well, wait a minute. Patients are locked up. Now, if you're locked up and you can't leave when you want, you're a prisoner. I now call myself, and that may change, but I don't think I'm going to change, an anti-psychiatry activist, mainly because I'm totally against the psychiatric system, against psychiatry itself.
We're in a generation where diversity has been bleeding into psychiatric experiences. 10 years ago, you weren't having as many people talking about race, sexual orientation in relationship to psychiatric identity.
I'm a mother, a grandmother, a crazy, a survivor, a lesbian, a woman.
That's a lot of hats.